Underground Nation welcomes a woman whose story is rooted in reinvention, resilience, and purpose. And we're incredibly grateful she's chosen to share her journey with us. Our guest tonight is more than an artist, more than an entrepreneur. She is a woman stepping boldly into a brand new season of life. A singer, a songwriter, an actress, a creative visionary, and a mother who made the powerful decision to pause her career to be fully present for her son during his most important years. And now, with her son growing older, her purpose is calling louder than ever before. She returns not as who she once was, but as the woman she was always becoming. Introducing the mind behind Elisa Noir, a platform built on the belief that softness is strategy, beauty is power, and reinvention is non-negotiable. She's creating space for women to heal, to grow, to think out loud, and to become intentional about the lives they're building. This isn't just a podcast. It's a movement of transformation. And tonight, she steps into the hot seat with a man who knows a thing or two about reinvention himself. Your host with the ghost, the voice rising from underneath the surface. Bounce, Ball Boogie. Get comfortable, lean in, and prepare yourself for a conversation filled with honesty, growth, purpose, and powerful perspective. This is the Underground Nation Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Underground Nation Podcast, where we don't just interview artists, we uncover who they're becoming. I'm your host with the ghost, Bounce Ball Boogie. And tonight, we've got a powerful one. This is not just an artist. This is not just an entrepreneur. This is a woman stepping into a whole new identity. From singer to actress to stepping away from it all to be fully present as a mother. And now returning, not the same, but evolved. Introducing the mind behind Elisa, a platform-built idea that softness is strategy, beauty is power, and reinvention is non-negotiable. She's not here to impress you. She's here to transform with you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Elisa Noir.
Hello, hello.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. First of all, thank you so much for having me. It is a pleasure. Second of all, that introduction was sick. That's awesome.
Yes. Well, you are an amazing individual, and you deserve way more than that amazing intro.
Oh,
so
that's
thank
so sweet.
you for taking the time to take some time to speak with us today.
Of course, no problem.
Absolutely. Well, Elisa, take us back. Who were you before Elisa Noir?
I was born Elisa Meri, and I was just this little girl in Puerto Rico. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico.
Hey.
And music has always like the language I spoke as I was a little baby. And I think it becomes clear because my mom said she used to put music on her belly.
Yeah.
So I was born with that little rhythm of, where's this coming from? I love this. What is music? It's speaking to my soul. Like, I don't know if other people feel the same way, but music, you can feel it. Like, it's tangible for me.
Right.
And growing up, I just really loved classical music. I gravitated towards that.
Really?
Yes. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's my favorite, which is why my son's name Wolfgang.
There we go.
And I couldn't name him Mozart because that was my hamster, so that was out. And, so growing up, music was definitely right there in front of me. It was what I ate, what I breathed, everything, what I felt. But I never thought that you can really make money off of music, or at least that's what I perceived growing up. So I went to college, I got my degree in psychology, but music was still coming back into my life. And I realized this isn't just something that I like, it's my passion. Perhaps this is what I really meant to be doing. And if you allow it to happen, as I'm knowing now and I'm learning in real time, the universe just brings it to you like, yes, girl, this is where your path is supposed to be. I got your back. Just pay attention and listen. There's a reason why you have that in your gut. So I followed it. And since I was a kid, I was singing at churches, baptisms, graduations, and all of that. But then a talent agency signed me. And then that's when I took it professionally. And then I was like, well, I'm going to put this career thing on old. I got my degree. I graduated. I did my what I had to do. But then I just focused on music and then acting, and I loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it.
Wow, incredible. You know, I've tried to walk away from music a few times myself, and it just keeps pulling me right back.
There's that thing that you're meant to do.
Absolutely. I guess it's faith, universe, your destiny.
Faith, whatever you believe, faith, the universe, God, source, whatever it is, there is a path that is definitely for you. Don't question it. I think growing up being such a type A personality where I was trying to, I have to go to school, I have to graduate and do this, and just keep a list of things that you had to do. Life doesn't work that way. You have to just realize that everything is happening for you. Allow life to happen for you. And that's what I'm doing now, especially now being a mom. I learned how to be patient and just listen more. And then I just realized everything was being taken care of by the universe, God.
That's right. We were just talking about that earlier. When you try too hard or when you're chasing something, you can never really catch it. Money, for example. That's why most people stay broke, because they're constantly chasing money or living paycheck to paycheck. And
now with inflation and everything, it's even worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I understand a lot of people becoming extremely negative because, you've got kids, you got mouth to feed, you got a wife, you got a mortgage, you got gas. Now you can't pay for the gas to go to work. The boss is bitching. Can I say that?
Yes, you can.
It's life. Life is happening. But when you realize that it's not happening to you, it's happening for you, that's where your mindset shift. And that's something I'm learning. And if you control everything and become negative, that's what you're going to get more. And I try to say this to my friends, and some people look at me like, okay, crazy. Here she goes with her little happy-go-lucky shit. But it's true. If I wake up this is what I do. I wake up in the morning, thank God. I thank the universe. I'm awake. I've got another day, another chance. Make the bed, get my son ready to school. We do affirmations together. We wake up happy. We're going to school. Yay, we can go to school. Be happy we can go to school. Be happy there's food on the table. Just the little minute things that we just take for granted. Be grateful for that. Your day is going to be even more magnetic, and you're going to attract more of that.
Right. Yeah.
That's just how I'm trying to live my life. I wasn't like that. I was very oh my gosh, I don't want to go to school or another day. And I'm like, no, it's another day. Let's do it, bitches.
Whoop whoop to that. I like that. Yes, absolutely. And I've been practicing gratitude also every morning. Me and my oldest kids, they kind of stopped, but we'd wake up and write down 3 different things that we were grateful for. And at first,
nice.
When we first started, it was kind of simple, right? Because you just kind of look at the stuff around us. But after you keep going so much, you really start to dig deep how much you're grateful for, just being here, being able to speak with you today. That is so
sweet. And I'm grateful for this opportunity because I feel like we're on the same page here. And this is what my message is really to put out there. Yeah, you know how grateful I am that you asked me to come to your podcast? I just started the podcast. So this is a reason for it. There's a reason why you asked me. I feel like the universe is saying, yes, we need more of this. And I love your messages. I love what you're doing.
Thank you.
This was meant to happen.
It was, absolutely. The universe brought us together at the right time.
What can one little stick pack do? Better question, what can't it do? You see, this isn't an ordinary stick pack. This is Make Fit, a bioactive precision peptide that supports strength building, endurance, and specialized support for each of your 650 muscles. In the end, this little stick pack is your way of finding more confidence, resilience, and discipline. Small packet, big results. Make Fit now available in caffeine-free.
I wanted to ask because you mentioned a few times, and even just a little while ago, you stepped away from your career to be present for your son.
Yes.
What did that season teach you about yourself?
Look, and I'm going to be, let's go back to when I realized what I needed to do. So I signed a contract, I signed on to this film to do in Atlanta, and Wolfgang was a baby. And I was grateful enough that my mom could come and help me while I was on set. I was still breastfeeding as well. And I remember loving, the film was great. We had a great time. that part was amazing. I was glad that my mom was able to come because my mom and my son have a really good relationship, and I wasn't going to trust anybody with my baby.
Right.
And when I was in the green room, I just broke down crying. And I even get emotional thinking about it because I just wanted to be with my baby. Yeah. And I'm thinking, Wolfgang's probably asking, where's mama? What's Wolfgang thinking? And I just realized, I'm thinking, I should have thought, what is my son thinking? What's going on with him? He's at the hotel room, probably thinking, where's mama? And I didn't want to be there. I finished my contract. I was very happy with everything and everyone was great. But when I got back to the hotel room that last day that we wrapped, I was like, I need to be with my son. Because when I went back to the hotel room, I saw his eyes light up and he should have been in bed by then. So I was like, oh no. And his eyes lit up and he goes, Mom. And I was like, oh shit, no. Ain't nobody, no, ain't no sunshine. No, I was like, no, we're going, I'm taking care of you. I need to be there. I thank my mom and everything. And when we got back home, I was like, look, I'm going to step back. I am meant to be fully present in this baby's life. And I don't know what it is, and I'm sure every parent thinks that about their child, that they're like the greatest thing ever. But my son is such a pure heart baby, like a blank slate, that I was like, I need to be careful what goes in his mind. I need to be there fully present. When the world is just pushing you and pulling you in one direction or the other, I'm not trying to keep him in a bubble. That's not what I'm saying. But little boys need a certain rearing to be good men in the world, to lead, and to have these good coping mechanisms, because he's going to be someone's husband at some point and there are no returns.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
If he chooses to get married. So it's when I realized I need to step away from acting, singing, and all of that. So I was still helping in some way with other projects. And then I was still executive producing music videos, but I was very what's the word I'm looking for? Intentional in selecting which projects and which products to promote. Sure. So I still did some things on the side, but then there was a point where I was like, I need to step back and just work with what I have right now and focus on my son. And that entire time that I stepped away and people are like, well, can you do this? And why can't you do this and be in this project? And we'd like for you to do that. I'm like, I really want to be here for my son. Oh, you can just get a babysitter. And I was like, that's not what I'm trying to do here. I want to do it. I gave birth to him. Yeah,
that's amazing to be there, to make that decision to be there. That's even more.
It was but it was for me, and it was definitely a big sacrifice, extreme sacrifice. However, it was a no-brainer for me because it enriched his life more and it benefit him more, and that's my priority. If it benefits my son, anything I do, I have to put in mind how does this affect him. So it was a no-brainer for me. So I was fortunate enough to be able to do that. But I know there's a lot of parents out there that can't. And people got to do what works for them.
Right.
So it's different for everyone.
I was talking to my buddies the other day because I have 6 kids.
What? Wait, can we go back to that?
I have 6 kids, and
that's a blessing. You've been blessed so many times.
Very blessed. Was very blessed. And what I was going to mention is that I was just talking the other day with a few friends how I was always at working with my oldest sons, my kids. I was always gone because I was working at a job and doing the 9-to-5 thing, and I was not present, as you were saying, right? But now that I'm working from home and I got my own business and I got this all thing going, I'm more present for my younger kids. So I kind of felt that, I don't want to call it jealousy, but from my older kids. So it was there was kind of a push from them where they were, giving me.
What did they say? I'm curious.
They're just causing trouble to get attention, if you will. But really it was just being able to sit down and help them understand that, we kind of grew up together. I was a kid having kids, unfortunately. I didn't really plan all that, and that's really because when I go back to it, I didn't have a father guiding me. I had to learn how to be a father on my own.
Oh my gosh!
And so I made a lot of mistakes, and I had to apologize to them. Oh. And ever since then, it's been a whole lot better.
Yes. And you're even more present for them. But isn't that amazing that you've been blessed many times? That's amazing. But now they can see wow. Dad, you really went through a lot to give us everything that we have now, and thank you. I'm sure they're very grateful because you sacrificed a lot. You were basically raising them while you're growing at the same time.
That's right. Still growing. But
It's still growing. That's what I'm saying. We're still evolving. It never ends. Every day I learn something new and I'm like, oh shit, I should have done that before. Okay, well now I know.
Right. Absolutely. Well, what moment made you realize that it's time to come back?
My son is 7 now, and he's a little bit more independent. And I love him so much. Just thinking about him, I'm like, what is he doing in school? He loves going to school. And I'm seeing how independent he is right now, and he needs that. And I need to give him that more. And why now? I'll tell you what happened, because it's so crazy. Like, there is a moment that just said, okay, now. And I have a date. This is how weird specific it is. It was February 18, 2026. Yes. I got really sick. And when I get sick, I get sick. Like, I lost my voice and everything. But this time when I got sick, no one in the household got sick. Wolfgang wasn't sick. So I was like, wow, okay, well, this is good. I'm not going to jinx this. I'm glad he's not sick. But I needed to see the doctor. And there was a blizzard that happened, and there was no way for me to get to the doctor, because for the first time in all of these years living in this area, New Jersey, New York area, the shop, what do you call it? The snow plow didn't come. And that is rare in this area. They're always the first ones out. So I was stuck, literally. So I decided to do all these home remedies, and I even lit a candle. I was meditating, but I really, really felt called to meditate. And one thing about this year, 2026, I feel like everything is a shift. I'm being more intentional with everything. And I was feeling like there was a transition. Something was changing within me, but I couldn't pinpoint what it was. And then on the 20th, I woke up and I was cured. I didn't need to go see a doctor. I'm talking about cured, but I woke up like someone had put a reset button on me. I'm not kidding. And this is why I also created this podcast. Has this happened to anyone where you just wake up, something had pushed your button and you're like a different setting? I'm not where I was before. I'm not in that setting before. And I don't even recognize her. Oh my gosh, I need to be doing this and that, where I learned so much. I can fucking do this. Let's do it. And then that's how I felt. And I realized Elisa Noir, that's where Elisa Noir was born, and she surfaced. And I repeat, she didn't resurface. She wasn't peeking out. No, she was there, but she was going through this period where I was away from work, taking care of my son. And this is where we were talking about the universe has your back. I feel like I was being refined like gold. I don't know how else to put it, but I went through a lot of trials in those 7 years. I went through some crazy moments. And when you're thinking that you're like, am I doing this on my own? Like, anyone's got my back. What's going on? Am I doing this right? Oh yeah, God was taking care of me this entire time. I woke up on the 20th. I felt healed. And I was like, I have a message to put out there. Mamas, we can do this. Let's go. We ride at dawn type of thing. It felt. And that's where Elisa Noir was born. And that's when I realized I need to get back to this. I need to get back to work, but it feels like I'm not going back to how I was. It's like a different, it's Elisa Noir. It's a different mindset. It's not a life where you control what you're doing. Like I need to do A, B, C to get, no, I am living intentionally and knowing that the universe has my back, because everything that's happened since then, the 20th when I woke up, has been amazing. I see everything with different eyes. Everything is happening for me and for my son. And it just feels like, damn God, thank you, homie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every day, creative spirits pour their hearts into their craft, only to feel ignored. No support, no network, no real community. That's why the Boogieverse was created. A place where musicians, podcasters, artists, streamers, entrepreneurs, and creators connect, collaborate, and rise together. Stop chasing success alone. Join the Boogieverse Discord today, where creative spirits build each other up to greatness.
I'm alive. me fired up on the scene. There's no breaking me down, 'cause today I'm free. Reaching high, I see it now. The horizon's bigger now. And I'm taking shots. There's no holding back. Giving all I've got to live. I wanna be free. Free to be who I wanna be. I wanna be free. Living life, love and liberty. I wanna be I wanna be free. Living life, love and liberty. Give me your tar, your pour, your little masses yearning to be free. We want to be free. Send is the homeless tempest tossed, and send them all to taking shots. There's no holding back. Giving all I've got to live. I wanna be free. Free to be who I wanna be. I wanna be free. Living life, love and liberty. I wanna be I wanna be free. Living life, love and liberty. We love you.
This sounds like an amazing past month you've had. I mean, February 20th, it's March 25th today. That's a month.
And I woke up and I was like, I have so much to write about. And I started writing, and I was like, I'm writing a podcast. This looks like, it smells like a podcast. It looks like a podcast. It is a podcast. And I was like, I got 14 episodes. Wait a second. There's a message here that I'm meant to put out there. And if anyone else resonates with this, please join me into being more intentional. Please join me into realizing that life is happening for you. And there's some amazing, magical people out there.
Yeah.
And if you haven't met them, be one of them, because the change really happens within us.
That's right. Amen.
And I see you doing it. That's exactly what you're doing with your work and your podcast and your music and your family.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Purpose-driven.
Purpose-driven life. Exactly.
Speaking of messages, you said something in one of your videos that when I was checking out your TikTok page. You said softness is strategy.
Softness is, oh yeah.
Which a lot of people might see softness as weakness.
Yes. But
What do they misunderstand?
Okay, so being loud and aggressive isn't always going to get you what you want and what you need. And people think, like, let's talk about like when someone's in an argument. One raises their voice, the other one raises more. No one wins there. Softness as strategy is when you realize you don't have to raise your voice. You don't have to live in your masculine energy. As a woman, I don't want to live in my masculine energy. I want to live in my feminine energy, knowing that I feel safe in this masculine energy. You can achieve more being soft. You have to have your boundaries set, and you only say them once.
Right.
That's it. If the right people will rise to you and to your standards, and they will meet you. And that is strong. So when I say softness is being strong in your power, soft is being strong on your foundation, on your morals, on your beliefs, on your standards. The right person is gonna stand up to that. And if they want that space in your life, they will rise up to that occasion and meet you there. Otherwise, baby, you win and you just walk away.
That's right. That reminds me of those guys in the gym when they get all hot-headed and they want to like flex on you and intimidate you for no real reason.
They do that?
I stay humble and keep walking by.
Just like, good job, bro. Good for you.
That's right.
Good for you. And you know, when people want to flex, if people want to act loud, this is the softness that is the strongest, where you choose if you want to engage in that energy or not. If you've got haters or people that are screaming at your face or sending you bad messages, okay, that's their opinion. That's their right to do. But you also have the right to just be like unbothered and walk away.
That's right.
And for them that's soft, I think you've got the upper hand there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's like when you get in a fight and you're just full of anger, you usually get your butt whooped because you're not thinking clear. You're just swinging with all your might.
You mean the chancla?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna come in and got the chancla. It says soft chancla. It's the soft.
The softest chancla I've ever seen.
Well, we'll smack you right across the face. No kidding. I just, you just walk away, and that for.
Do not underestimate the.
Do not underestimate the chancla. You see it nice and fluffy? That's what I mean by soft.
Oh, man. So then what does it mean to become unavailable for anything beneath you in real life?
That's beneath me. Someone who wants to come at me, or someone who wants to take advantage of you, or someone who oversteps their boundaries, that's beneath you. You just walk away. Walk away. I don't have to engage in anything that's negative. It doesn't serve me any good. So they have two problems now. They got angry. Now they got to get unangry by their own, because I'm not going to feed into it.
Yeah, I'm not feeding into it either. I'm done. Nope.
No, thank you. No new friends. I'm like, okay, I wish you the best.
That's right. Keep my blinders up.
No. And not blinders where you just are not aware of what's going on. Be aware. There's people out there, but I'm not going to engage in that behavior. Right. It doesn't serve me any good. And if you activate me underneath, you don't want that. You better run.
Do not piss off Elisa Noir.
Do not piss off me. Do not piss me off.
So is Elisa Noir who you've always been, or?
I've always been this person. No, I've always been Elisa Noir. But I was sleeping. I think I was not awake in this shift. If I hadn't gone through everything that I did throughout the 7 years, the trials and tribulations, Elisa Noir, I think, would have still been in there. She was there, always been, because I've always felt her. But this time I was like, I'm going to wake up. And I was like unapologetic about it all. I'm like, I'm waking up and I'm like, wait, who do I have to answer to? But God, only. As long as you're being a good person, not an immoral person, making good decisions, not hurting anyone, I'm going to be who I was always meant to be, which is Elisa Noir, unapologetically audacious. Audacious. I woke up with audacity. That's what happened to me. I woke up that day with audacity.
That's awesome. I need some of that.
It was like that seasoning. I was putting that day he had like maybe an audacity seasoning, and he was putting it on me or on some people in the world. And then, oh shit, and that was me.
Put a little too much there.
He just put the whole bunch, and I was, oh well, oops. He went, oopsies, okay.
No such thing as an oopsie.
No, he was like, we need more of those in the world. It's okay, she can handle it.
Some artists wait to be discovered. Others step into the shadows and take their shot. Welcome to Mic Check Thursday, hosted by the host with the ghost, Ball Boogie. Every week, the boogeyman opens the gates, searching for the realest voices in the underground. No industry politics, no fake hype, just raw talent and honest feedback. Think you've got a hot track? For just 99 coins, submit your song and get one guaranteed play live. Get reviewed by Ball Boogie and the full panel of creatures from the Boogieverse. And if your sound hits different, you might earn something most artists never get: a personal invitation to a spotlight interview on the official Underground Nation podcast. This isn't a contest. This is a gateway to exposure, to community, to your next level. Join us live for Mic Check Thursday. Bring your track, bring your courage, and step into the Boogieverse. The Underground is watching. Are you ready to be heard?
So what made you start the podcast without hesitation?
I felt it. I felt I had to. It wasn't a question. It was just, I have to do this. I'm sure other women, other moms feel the same way as I do, and I'm still learning. I'm still evolving. So I know that by creating that podcast, I'm creating a space where it could be interactive. This is why I wanted to do it live, because it was going to be unedited, unfiltered. People can ask me questions and we can bounce from each other and learn from each other. And I can learn from other people. I don't have all the answers. It isn't a podcast of lecturing. It isn't a podcast of me telling people, well, this is how it should be. And if you don't do it, you're a loser. Like, it's nothing like that. It's like, guys, this is what I am experiencing. This is where I'm going. If you guys want to join me, let's do this together. I'm sure the more, the better. So I knew I had to create this podcast. And I'm so glad I did. I've had so many great people message me and tell me, you know what? I resonated with this message. I know what you mean by this. I can't wait for the next one. And I just started. It's just the beginning, baby.
Just the beginning. You described it as an interactive space.
Yes.
How do you plan to build that connection with your audience?
When I go live, a lot of them message me, and then a lot of them also DM me. So I would like to create a space where we can all interact with each other, perhaps off of the DMs, create a community.
Yes.
And then we can just learn from each other and take it from there and see what works best for them as well, because I'm doing this at noon and I want to make sure that other people are able to sign on as well.
Yes, absolutely. Is there by chance a Discord community that you're putting together, or are you just kind of on the brink of deciding?
I think it's all coming together. Who knows? The possibilities are endless. You're just talking to me about this, and my brain is already like, oh, a retreat. We should create a retreat.
A retreat? That'd be cool.
Oh, wouldn't that be cool? Now I'm thinking about it.
More retreats. Hold on, I got to put some money together, getting a ticket.
Oh, well, it's another thing we need to talk about. I love this. Now I'm brainstorming.
That'd be really cool.
Yes.
But I recently learned about Discord, and all my pals have been teaching me about Discord because I was running into the same problem where people were messaging me and I was just flooded with DMs. I was trying to get to everyone.
Yeah.
And Discord came, and now it's just one big place where everyone could network with each other. And it's been an amazing thing it's still growing, but
oh, that's really cool.
It's been a lot off my shoulders.
Maybe I'll learn from you for that. For sure. Maybe you can teach me something.
It'd be really cool. And yeah, sure. I'll invite you into our Discord and you can invite us to yours.
That would be great. I would love that.
That'd be really cool. So then, do you see this podcast as content or as something deeper?
Deeper, for sure. It's starting as content because that's how I am presenting it and see how people feed to it. But there's a deeper meaning to this. I feel it in my being. And I think that it's being enlightened as we speak. As everything is happening, I'm realizing this is much bigger than what I'm thinking it is, because there are a lot of topics that a lot of us moms don't talk about. And if this is a place where they feel safe, perhaps this is something that we can really uplift each other. We need more of that. There's too much negativity going on. We're not neglecting what's happening in the world. That's not what this is, to live in a bubble. But I think we need more of this positivity out there.
Yes, absolutely. We do.
Yeah.
There can never be enough.
Oh my gosh, yeah. More audacity.
Being that you're stepping into a more intentional, elevated version of yourself, do you feel like that creates a distance between you and people from your past?
This is how I see it. I knew that a lot of people were going to be like, oh, why is she posting this? What's going on here? Because I didn't tell anybody. I didn't want outside energy to begin with. I felt like I needed to do this. I'm going to do it. I started working and I did it. And it hasn't created a distance between my friends or family. But if it does, how could you have anything to say about something that's so positive, And I'm just trying to be in alignment with who I am, who I've always been, and to be able to reach my fullest potential. If someone has a problem with that, perhaps it's not the same path. And some people have to be left behind because they want to. I am here saying we can all go together, but if some people have to choose that on their own, I can't make anyone like it.
That is very true.
Yeah.
The whole free will thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there is something called free will,
Yeah, I get it. I don't like it, but I get it.
I don't like it, but I got it. But it's okay. They got free will. I got free will too. And I'm going to freely be unapologetic about it.
You're right. I mean, I have a lot of people that I wish were still here by my side, and they chose a different route, and I wish them the best of luck, but doesn't mean I just don't wish they were still here.
Yeah, of course.
So as an artist, an entrepreneur coming back, a lot of people don't talk about this part, but what's been the biggest financial challenge so far?
I mean, there's so many projects I want to just sign on, but I know my schedule revolves around my son and everything, so I can't take everything. but I'm very selective, and the projects that do pop up, I make sure that carries me through. So I'm very selective that way. But I'm putting my all into all of this, so it's me doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I know it's brand new. Are you currently building Elisa Noir with a business plan behind it, or are you letting it grow organically first?
Organically first, definitely. And it feels real. It feels good. And let's see where it goes from there. I feel like it's doing really well for it just starting.
I agree. I mean, if you didn't tell me that, I would assume you've been doing it for a while.
Oh, damn. Thanks.
Just by the way you talk and carry yourself and the topics you were mentioning and I don't know, your expertise, I guess you could say. And the way you talk, I'm like, whoa, she's been doing this for a minute.
It's that reset, bro. It was some reset that happened. On that 18th and then the 19th and the 20th, it was like, oh, it's someone else. I didn't know who that other person was. It was stuck in Coco Melon land.
Oh, not Coco Melon.
Coco Melon, Little Baby Bum, all the good stuff.
A lot of good stuff. So where do you see Elisa Noir in the next 12 months?
Oh my gosh, that's a good question. I think in the next 12 months, I have great plans for it. But I see it being a place where women, mothers can come together and realize we're not alone. The universe really has our back, and we need to lean more, the softness being our strategy. And the beauty within this transformation that is powerful. And I think people are going to be able to resonate with that and take it from there. I think the message is the most important thing because it's true, it's real.
Yes, it is. If someone is listening right now and maybe they're in their own transition season,
yeah.
What do you think they need to hear?
Ooh, that reinvention is non-negotiable. This is your life. You have this one chance. What are you going to do with it? Don't even negotiate. Don't even question it. Do it. If it excites you and it equally makes you a little scared, but it excites you, if you feel it in your gut, do it. Reinvention is non-negotiable.
But how do you know? How do you know when it's time to let go of an old version of yourself?
Because what are you doing now? If it's a cycle, if it's going over and over and over again, the same thing you're doing before, if it works for you, there's that free will we were talking about, continue to do it. That is your right to do it. I am not here to tell you, go to sleep, wake up with a reset button. It's amazing. No, this is an internal shift that happened, it happened overnight that night that I felt it, but it wasn't a transformation that happened overnight. I went through a lot of trials and tribulations. Those are the ones that made me who I am. I know who I am. I'm unshakable. I know exactly where I stand. I know my beliefs, and I know who I am. So I know where I'm going now because I know who I am. So if someone feels like this is working for me, then there's that free will. Go ahead, keep doing it. Because if it's working for you, who am I to tell you that that's wrong? But you know, when you realize that your old patterns or your daily patterns leave you stagnant, you're not growing. You're just in the same place as you were last year. Like what's up with the New Year resolution? Because this year, like, what are you leaving behind? What are your new standards? Do you have any standards you're aligning with more? That's when you really know, when you just realize this isn't working. I need to change something. And I think that's the internal shift that happens. It's personal. It's a very personal decision.
It is. You're right. I had to come to this decision once myself, probably a couple times.
What happened?
Well, what happened to me is I worked a job for 11 years and they laid me off during COVID.
Yeah.
And being a father of 6, I was kind of high anxiety at this time, but I knew in my heart that I did not want to start over with a job and work for someone else and build someone else's company again, because basically that's what I did. I climbed all the way to the top and they chopped the top and kept the bottom that I trained.
Yep.
And that was like the most biggest betrayal.
Yes.
I knew I was laid off and they could bring me back, but I was like, that's so betrayal. Like, I'd done everything for you. And it was that moment where I had to decide I had to learn this business thing. So I went and got the education with the little money that I had, and I started applying it. And now we're
You see, it was that trial and tribulation, that really dark, moment in your life that happened to a lot of people where you just, what am I going to do now? But look what you did. You took that. You said, these ain't going to keep me down. First of all, you've got 6 7, 8 mouths to feed, right?
Yeah.
So you have a responsibility. So it wasn't about you. You didn't keep yourself down. You're such a great father for doing that because you didn't think about you. You're like your family. You stood right up and you're like, this is what I have to do. And you did it. And I applaud you for that.
It's like when Superman takes the blow from the enemy, and so the people of the earth don't see it or feel it or hear it.
That's what
like
parents do. Yes, we hit me. You ain't gonna hit. Yeah, like we take it. We shield them. Wow, we're superheroes. There goes my hero.
We are the supers. We keep our identities sealed, but I think it's time that it's time to start showing them that we are supers.
We are superheroes. That's how I feel sometimes, trying to blow out all these fires happening.
It's true. Every day there's something new or someone upset, and I'm there to calm things down.
You think a bad day is gonna ruin me? I saw that. Someone said, I eat bad days for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It isn't gonna ruin me.
That's right. Throw it at me. I'm here for it all.
Yeah.
Well, Lisa, if you could leave our listeners with one message, something they could carry with them after this episode, what would it be?
Become softer, but become sharper. And don't become available for anything that's beneath you. And remember that reinvention is non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. There are no negotiating. There is nothing to choose but you. Do it.
It's true.
For you.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
Well, Lisa, was there anything that you'd like to promote or shout outs, thank yous? Please take this time to shine.
Oh, I want to thank God the Most High for putting me in this position. I want to thank my son because he has really made me who I am. And my parents for also giving me all the opportunities and teaching me. And yeah, family first.
Family first. Amen to that. Well, Underground Nation, that right there, that wasn't just an interview. That was a conversation about becoming. Shout out to Elisa Noir for pulling up and sharing her story, her truth, and her transformation with us today. Make sure you go tap in with her on all social and streaming platforms. Follow the journey because this is just the beginning, literally. And if you're rocking with what we're doing over here at Underground Nation, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to the podcast right now. Then head on over to underground-nation.com, download the app, create your profile, and discover artists, podcasts, and entrepreneurs that are really coming up from underneath the surface. And listen, if you're an artist or an entrepreneur and you feel like you got something the world needs to hear, submit your material right now to ugnpodcast@gmail.com. You might be the next voice we bring to the stage, and I'm your host with the ghost, Bounce Ball Boogie. And until next time, stay dangerous, stay evolving, and keep rising from underneath the surface. Thank you, Elisa.
Thank you. This was so great. Thank you.
And just like that, another powerful conversation comes to a close. Tonight, we didn't just hear a story. We witnessed a woman stepping fully into her next chapter with grace, purpose, and intention. A special thank you to Elisa Noir for joining us tonight and reminding us that reinvention doesn't require permission, only courage. From motherhood, to music, to entrepreneurship, to creating a platform that empowers others to become more intentional in their own lives. Her journey is only getting started. Make sure you show Elisa Noir some love by liking, following, and subscribing wherever you listen to your podcast and across all of her social platforms. And if tonight's conversation inspired you, make your way over to Underground Nation by visiting underground-nation.com to discover more incredible entrepreneurs, talented musicians, and powerful voices rising from underneath the surface. And if you are an entrepreneur with a story worth telling, a business worth building, or a message the world needs to hear, don't wait any longer. Submit your information right now to ugnpodcast@gmail.com. Your story could be next. Until next time, keep evolving, keep building, and keep rising from underneath the surface.